Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for clicking on the video, or if you clicked on it because you had a notification because you turned your notifications on, that little bell there. Thank you. Let's get this video rolling. Oh, I'm sorry if you guys are in the sun, but let's get this video rolling. Intros? And back to. So, by reading the title of this video, you guys know already that we're introducing some more projects. Yay! I know, you guys are probably like, hey, what about the Brute? What about the Rhino? What about the Teryx? What about everything else you guys always film and never finish? Well, here's two more things that we can film and not finish for you. A couple videos back, we did a video on helmets and light reviews, which was kind of sporadically out of the blue, but there's a reason for it, and it's this right here. We picked up two bikes, one for your everyday entry-level rider, and one that I guess could also be an everyday entry-level rider, because we like projects and we like having so much shit at all of our different warehouses and garages and storage spaces here at the DFW location. But let's do a quick dive into the bikes and hit you with some pans, maybe, or time lapse. I don't know why we do time lapse. Pans. So just a little background on both of these bikes here. Again, we've got some planned future content for what they are, but we wanted to at least show you kind of what they are. So first off, we have a quote-unquote 2018 Grom, but the special little thing about this here is Grom enthusiasts, or if you're familiar with them, you'll note that that's not a Grom motor, and that's because it's not. What we have here is a 250cc motor from a Chinese Teo dirt bike, I believe. It's a 4-stroke 250cc. Again, don't quote me on that. We don't have too many specifics on this. We just saw it on the marketplace and thought, you know, we gotta cop that up because it just, I mean, just look at it. It just looks, it looks pretty stock and factory, but you know, if you know, you know. Great entry little bike. A lot of people will say it's really underpowered, but still fun to go and ride. But that's what we have over here. Essentially, everything on this little bike here is Grom plastics, everything else, Teo motor. According to the feller that we bought it from, the frame and everything is all Grom. Everything on it, aside from the front forks, the motor and the dash, are all Teo. So technically a Grom, or a clone Grom. We're just gonna call it a clone Grom just for the ease of it, but that's what we got on this side. We have an 08 Yamaha FZ6N. N indicating naked, that's why there are no fairings on there, and she's a project bike for certain. Special thing about this bike here in particular is the motor in it, the power plant, is actually the same inline 4 off of a Yamaha R6. Kind of detuned just a little bit, but what this and the R6 kind of differ in is just the seating position there. This one's, again, kind of a street fighter naked bike. It's more upright seating position rather than kind of the race bike stance out, kind of lean into your speed. But that's kind of essentially it. Both have their little quirks and issues that we need to fix. This one is Groms are typically carbureted, and they're not carbureted, they're fuel injected, but this bike here is carbureted. It does have some carb issues. We do need to go through and fix some of that, fine tune it, but thank God we have the Grom, who's the carb whisperer. This guy over here, as you can kind of already ghetto-ly see, it's radiator support brackets, tabs, mounting brackets. Those are busted and snapped off, so we need to either weld those on via aluminum and get rid of this baling wire, or get a whole new radiator for it. The forks need to be straightened, new seals there just to make it, I mean, they both function and work perfectly fine. Again, these are project bikes. We got them as projects to fix up, maybe fix along with you guys, promote you guys to go and get on two wheels, maybe, I don't know. This one, the transmission's also kind of a little funky. I believe it's 1 down, 4 up for a 5-speed, maybe it's 6. This one here is 1 down, 3 up, because I think it's only to 4th gear. But the 2nd gear in this is completely trash. We have to go through and diagnose and see what's going on with that. But let's start each one of them up and give you a sound comparison, sound test, and see what this little China 250 sounds like and what this actual Japanese 650, 600, 6 something sounds like.
Two hours later.
Carbs, a little more temperamental. They're very cold sensitive, cold start sensitive, so it takes a little bit of finagling to get used to. But once you know it starts up and you give it a chance to warm up, she's great. As you can already kind of hear, she's a little obnoxious. It's got a baffle in it, surprisingly, so it can get louder, I think. That looks like a baffle. Looks like a baffle to me. It may not be. It may just be the pipe, but it's kind of stupidly loud. But we'll do a couple revs here, and maybe you guys can get a better sound clip. Only 20 miles on the build. Tack is a little off, not super responsive, which means the speedometer is just a little off. But as a result, we've really, me and Justin, have gotten this up to 45 miles an hour on attack, which I want to say is upwards of the 60s. 50s is what it feels like when you're on it, just because it's a little sketch. But I'll turn that off just because, again, a little obnoxious. And we'll move on over to this guy here. First try, first start, fuel injected is kind of the way to go, honestly. I think if this is fuel injected, I don't know, but this just starts up way easier. This here runs extremely rich. I think the previous owner had gotten exhaust for it, but didn't get a tune for it, so it kind of runs a little funky. If you're an expert rider, you would definitely notice the difference. As a newbie rider coming in, you'll just think, hey, maybe this bike isn't as responsive. But it's got a Dominato exhaust system. Don't know that company, never heard of them. I just know that it's kind of loud at idle. It sounds good, but we'll give you a couple revs here and see how obnoxious this one is as opposed to the other one. Let me know down in the comments what you think pisses off my neighbors more. The little red one or this big gray one. could kind of note from the lower revs when I was trying to go, it hesitates just a little bit, but once it's up in the higher band, it's smooth as butter. So again, little things we need to tweak on both bikes and kind of figure out what's going on and why they're doing that and being the way they are. But that's where we're going with those. Let me shut this off. That's our conclusion of the two bikes here. Again, why'd we get them? We have no idea. They were cheap. We have a history of buying dumb shit we don't need. But yeah, our 250cc swap Grom, our pretty stock-ish FZ6N. Stay tuned in future videos. Again, if you guys want to follow along with these builds, what we're going to do with them, what you'd like to see with them. If you want to see a stretch kit on the Grom, if you want to see a stretch kit on the FZ6, if you want to see us do a turbo on this bike. But if you are tuning in or happen to click on this video because you just like bikes, or you saw this or that or anything else, subscribe to us. We do lots of dumb shit with lots of dumb things, and hopefully you'll like our content. If not, maybe leave us a like. Maybe you could dislike it, but that would hurt our feelings and we'd be really disheartened. But thank you for tuning in. If you made it this far, again, if you made it this far, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for watching, supporting us, enabling us to do dumb shit and continue doing dumb shit. Thank you again. Please like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment again down below. Let us know what you want to see with these. If you want to see anything with them, if you hate them and you just want to see our 4x4 content, if you want to see our car content, our show content, leave a comment. It really lets us know. It helps us out. I would say go check out our store and merch, but I'm not even wearing ours. Hillary's wearing it, and it's you can see there, it's $25 on our site. So we'll be updating that real soon. Thank you again. Peace out. I don't know what Justin does, but I'm just gonna pan up and hope you guys enjoy the video. You rep our stuff more than I do. $25 online. Yikes. Our fake supporters.